So I know we have a video which we'll show after this segment. Welcome back to the Arise News channel. This is the morning show with me, Biola Alabi. Before we went on break, we did tell you about a video on some of the properties that Fine and Country represents, but when we come back, we'll show you that, or we'll show you that at the end of the segment. One of the things I wanted to go into, because you talked about this earlier, is about capacity building and building skills. What I noticed when I looked at some of the work you do is that you do a lot of work around leadership development and actually have a conference. Tell the audience more about why you felt this was important and some of the transformational stuff that you believe in.
Well, thank you, Biola. You know, I feel that Nigeria, our biggest asset is the people. It may sound, you know, passe, but it's actually what it is. You know, our biggest asset as a country is the people. And we have a major gap around, you know, around our educational system. Certainly over the last 10 to 15 years or possibly more. And so as an employer and as an entrepreneur, as we continue to hire people, you begin to see that there's a real major gap in terms of talent, you know, and what people are learning in school, the ability to think, to be creative, innovative, which is really what the current, you know, century requires, you know, for economies to develop. And so I felt I would contribute my own small quota because I do believe that, you know, little drops, you know, eventually can create the ripples that will lead to lasting transformation for the country. So starting with our company, we look at our people as, you know, we have a task to develop leaders for the nation. So we're not just developing them for the company. We feel that we're actually trying to transform them to be leaders in the in Nigeria. But in addition to that, I also run, you know, multiple leadership and entrepreneurship programs. The Ignite the Champion, you know, which we started 4 years ago in 2014, that Fine and Country sponsors.
What is Ignite the Champion?
Ignite the Champion within is actually, it's a leadership development program, which is really about bringing out the championship within people, within professionals and entrepreneurs. It's about the mind. It's about realizing that you are the solution to Nigeria's problem. You know, essentially do not ask what the country can do for you, but what can you do for the country? What can you do as a professional? What can you do as an entrepreneur? How can you set the standards in your space, in your industry? How can
so it's open to people from all
industries? It is open. Oh yes, absolutely.
Oh
yes, we've had lawyers, we've had, you know, doctors, we've had consultants, we've had people from various companies, you know, attend that program. In addition, also, we're very passionate about women. We believe that women are the real architects of society. Women are very impactful, and so we also support and you know, launched 7 years ago the Inspired Women of Worth, which is a women's, you know, leadership organization, really.
So you have the Ignite program.
Ignite,
you have
correct.
women,
which is for men and women. The Ignite,
which is for everyone.
For everyone.
And then you have the Women of Worth program, which is also for everyone.
Yes, it is for everyone. Yes, exactly.
And then the last one, I know that for the first time you're actually taking
the Refined Investor Series.
The Refined Investor Series, which is going to be taking place in London.
It is, yes. So we are.
So tell us about that.
So the Refined Investor Series is actually a real estate platform. However, you know, it's really about leadership in the real estate sector and in the economy, because the real estate mirrors the economy. And in the last 2 years, obviously, you know, with the Forex advantage that the Nigerians in diaspora, you know, now have as a result of the devaluation, we saw an increase in interest from diaspora wanting to invest in Nigeria. However, there was a gap, you know, in terms of trust. And so the Refined Investor Series, we're going to London this year, October 6th and 7th.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, it's really about celebrating and informing, educating, inspiring confidence in Nigerians in diaspora. Because we want to essentially not just get them to buy property or invest in property, but it's actually more about inspiring confidence in them to turn them into essentially ambassadors.
Igniting the championship in the diaspora.
About all that is good. Exactly. There you go. About all that is good about Nigeria. Because as you know, we have to take charge of our own narrative. The other day, The Economist, you know, released a report that put Lagos as, you know, the second worst city to live in the world. Guess what? Next to Syria. I mean, I was totally incensed, but guess what? They do have their criteria that they've used to do that assessment. However, I do believe that we have a responsibility to also take charge of that narrative and present all that is positive about Nigeria. We do have good leaders who are doing.
So what would you? So I mean, as a
Yes.
sorry, as someone that is, you're now.
away.
I mean, you've just brought that up, right? So you said now they've told you
Yes.
that Lagos is on the almost like second to the last on the
Yes. And I have to ask, is
unlivable
Lagos that
cities,
bad?
right?
Exactly.
And
Unlivable.
then you're
Yes.
going to
Yes.
London now
Yes.
to, you
Yes.
know. Sort of increased investor
Yes.
confidence.
Absolutely.
So how do you overcome a barrier like that?
We have to. We have no choice. And the way
Yes.
we do is by telling the stories. I mean, you know, we tell the stories through our music, we tell it through culture, through the arts, through real estate, and that's, you know,
And to
top
show really
quality.
how people are thriving.
And to show how
in
people are
spite.
thriving, you know, in spite of the challenges. I always like to say that, you know, the word developing means opportunities, right? We're developing. That means that there's room for growth. So we're not trying to whitewash the challenges, but, you know, we have a responsibility to also share the positive stories.
So for people watching at home that want their families to
Right.
attend this event, what do they need to do?
They need to go online to fineandcountry.ng/RIS.
Okay.
It's fineandcountry.ng/RIS. RIS stands for Refined Investor Series.
And
Yes.
then at the event, they can expect to.
At the event, they can expect to learn more. We want to basically bust the myths and, you know, address the misconceptions about investing in Nigeria. We're targeting the diaspora investors and also international investors.
So October. So
yeah.
I just want to make sure people at home know this.
Yes.
October 6th and 7th. You're going to go online. You're going to book your table. You're going to book your day at the exhibit
Right,
because you're going to
yes.
enjoy. Art.
Well, first of all, an extensive exhibition of Nigeria's best and pre-qualified properties.
Okay.
Okay, so properties that have
So bring your
title.
checkbooks also.
Yes, well, yes, absolutely. There you go. Properties that have no question around their titles. You know, properties that have, you know, that are obviously good quality. They've been pre-qualified, as it were. We're also going to have seminars where people can learn, get the information, understand. And it's not just about Lagos. It's really,
About
you know,
Nigeria.
yes, it's about Nigeria.
Well, Uda,
Yes.
you are a wealth of information when it comes to
Thank
real
you.
estate in Nigeria. Soon, Donald Trump will be calling to take a picture with you.
Well.
I'm going to make sure I get a picture with you so that I have it. Our real estate mogul, our leadership developer, and our champion for Nigeria. Thank you so much, Uda
Thank
Okonjo,
you.
for being with us today.
Thank you, Biola.
It's time now for a short break on the morning show. When we return, we'll be talking about all things fashion straight from Milan Fashion Week. Do stay tuned.
Welcome to Fine and Country, a multi-award-winning international real estate network reputed locally and worldwide for its unique blend of intelligent, creative marketing and branding services, a solid market research and property investment advisory.
West Africa, we offer a professional approach to corporate sales and leasing of premium commercial and luxurious residential properties.
For 8 years, Fine and Country International Realty West Africa has to its credit several prestigious awards, including its recent award for Property Consultancy of the Year at the 2016 International Property Awards, Africa and Arabia.
We specialize in real estate research, analysis, and advisory services, real estate marketing, presentation, and branding service, specialized real estate advertising and public relations service, corporate sales, and lease administration.
Over the years, Fine and Country has successfully executed several projects in Lagos State, the commercial hub of West Africa, such as the Civic Towers and Eden Heights luxury apartments in Victoria Island, Osborne Towers and Center Heights apartments in Ikoyi.
Currently, we proudly represent the award-winning Nestle Towers, the lead certified winner of the coveted award for Best Commercial High-Rise Development at the 2016 International Property Awards, Africa and Arabia.
Strategically located at the intersection of two major business districts in Victoria Island, Lagos, with a panoramic view of the Eco-Atlantic city and the Atlantic Ocean. The Nest Oil Tower is targeted at dynamic businesses, multinational industries, and financial institutions that require top branding positioning and desire to be at the very heart of their target market.
The Nest Oil Tower could easily be located in New York, in Tokyo, Beijing, Paris, Morocco, really any part of the world, and it will stand out.
The Oakwood Residences, located on Cooper Road in Ikoyi, Lagos, provides contemporary 4-bedroom apartments and 5-bedroom penthouses with excellent build quality and finish. These homes come with a fitness center, swimming pool, service apartment, study, spa, and uninterrupted power supply. One Cooper Mirama Residences. Fine and Country presents a premium residential development on One Cooper Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. These homes on 10 floors comprise of 3-bedroom apartments and 3-bedroom penthouses, perfect for tranquil and safe family living. They come with all ensuite bedrooms and great views of the Ikoyi metropolis.
One Cooper Mirama homes are well located and in close proximity to leading schools, hospitals, religious centers, hotels, and recreational facilities with good road networks and easy access.
More information about these and other premium commercial, residential, and retail developments in Nigeria can be found on the pages of our quarterly published magazine, The Refined. At Fine and Country, luxury speaks a new language.